we're halfway through the second day at the FEFCO Technical Seminar here in Lyon. Warren Bird, JB Machinery, good to see you. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Dan, appreciate it.
Yeah, so you guys have had a pretty manic month or so.
We have, yeah. I mean, we've been to recently India Core, had a good show down there. It's a market that we hadn't been in since 2018 with the pandemic. We stalled out a little bit, but we met a number of existing customers down there, and we believe it's a market that is going to have certainly some advantages to us moving forward. We've recently were at AXA down in Monterrey, Mexico, another very important market for us. Again, a number of existing customers and some good prospects. So it's been definitely a grueling month, but we're glad to end it here for at least this part of the year.
So you're back here, but you're back here in Europe.
And it's great to be here.
You know, FEFCO is obviously a really important event for you. What's your impression from the first 2 days?
I think very good. You came into it expecting a larger audience than Copenhagen because again we were coming off the tail end of the pandemic. Of course. I think that you look at the registration list, and yes, you're always going to have a bigger ratio of vendors, but by the same token, I think I don't want to use an old cliche, but the quality has definitely outweighed the quantity. We've had some wonderful groups coming through with smiles on their faces after some good installations, so that's always good. And face to face, here we are again, and it's been good. It's good for us.
And for you, FEFCO, and all events in actual fact, it's a great opportunity because you're seeing customers and OEM partners as well.
Without a doubt. Yeah, and that's a good point, Dan. I mean, when we have these down moments when the spotlights are on, we're circulating, and our OEM partners have been so important to us with our global growth. I mean, we have a very strong footprint here in Europe, and a lot of that has to do with some of the major players that are in this room today.
Sure. You mentioned earlier some of the technical spotlights and some of the technical sessions here at FEFCO. There's quite a lot of themes coming through. We're looking at the sustainability arguments. We're looking particularly at energy usage. Obviously not going into a deep dive on your portfolio, but one of the products that people would think maybe is quite energy intensive is obviously the IR dryers. Sure. So dispel that myth.
Yeah, I think that's very true. I mean, and that's one of the reasons why we released Auto Dryer Control. It was a product that we've been working on now for over 2 years. We've put a number of them in the marketplace. We had an independent study conducted very early on that was partly I think pushed by the VPK group, very good partners of ours, and we were glad to do it. And the numbers that came out of there were very impressive, but these are independent. This is an independent study in one of your magazines in January. And we've leveraged off that, and if you look at the type of savings we're seeing right now with Auto Dryer Control, we're seeing anywhere from 20 to 25, 30% savings, which is massive. It's retrofittable. It's being selected by all the OEMs on new contract purchases. So clearly, it's a big part of the machine when it comes to energy and the method by which JB has now presented an opportunity to manage it and to do it automatically.
And obviously, there's another product in the portfolio that is effectively cleaning down the cylinders while the machine's running, etc., cleaning the plates. For the box makers, this is great.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're not wasting board, are we?
This has given us the platform to reaffirm our initiative for process optimization, number one, through drying, through ink command, through auto wash, our plate cleaning systems, automation, because staffing has been a major problem and will continue to be a major problem. So you don't have the type of craftsmen that used to work on these machines for the last 10 years. You've got a new crew coming through every quarter, and so we need to make it as simple as possible. So that's another part of it. And then of course the last part is being able to now reduce the carbon footprint. Energy conservation now is huge. It's a bigger player or a bigger part of the equation in Europe. We're seeing it grow in the US. Our energy prices are growing, and it will. It will. So. Yeah, so this has been great.
So looking forward to 2024, we've got obviously the big event taking place in the fall. autumn, as we say here in England.
Yeah. Yes.
Supercore.
Yeah.
What can everyone expect to see at Supercore?
I think we're going to be. Certainly we'll be looking at some new things. We're always, our team in Neenah, Wisconsin, under the direction of Jeff DeVries, have done a wonderful job for us. They're constantly looking at new approaches,
innovation,
new solutions.
Innovation.
I mean, what are the big problems out there for the converters, and we want to address those. So I can't go into any detail right now, but certainly we're excited for it. But I think we're also going to have a lot of momentum from this show and through now going back to a number of our installations with auto dryer control. I mean, there are thousands of JB dryers out there in 60 countries today. So, there's a lot to address, and we look forward to that.
Great. Well, looking forward to the year ahead. Warren Bird, thank you so much indeed.
Thank you.
Great to be with you and the team at JB Machinery. So if you're here on the last day, do come and see them.
Thank you.